The Minister for Interior, Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak, has announced the arrest of one person by the Ghana Police Service for allegedly using social media to lure and deceive unsuspecting individuals in an attempt to compromise the ongoing police recruitment exercise. According to the minister, the police acted swiftly after detecting the activity, tracked the suspect and effected the arrest. The suspect is expected to be arraigned before court by tomorrow as investigations continue. The minister, who visited several recruitment centers in Accra following the commencement of documentation and body inspection for all applicants seeking to join the police service, assured the public that security agencies are on high alert to prevent any criminal interference, stressing that the process will be fair and transparent.
At least for now, because we are watching with eagle eye, and believe me, we are using all the resources available to us. National Signal Bureau, NIB, CID, PID, we are using all, and we are watching with eagle eye online what people are doing. So you try it, we immediately go in and zero on you and grab you.
Will it be put before court?
Yes, obviously, because the person is being processed. I want to believe that today, tomorrow, the person will be put before the court, because we just don't want to compromise this process at all. So we see the slightest thing, we won't even wait for you to commit the crime. Once you advertise it, we know that the intent is clear, so we'll come after you. And for this one, we are not sure whether he has been able to get any victims there, because we saw it, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, and by Saturday, we've been able to zero down and grab him. And we want to believe that he may be working with some other persons. So we are trying to do all those. And I'm very confident the Director General CID is on top of it, and we'll make sure that we'll get all of them arrested.
The minister also noted that proper measures have been put in place to ensure the recruitment process is conducted fairly, describing protocol recruitment as a thing of the past.
And this idea that, oh, I can give it to somebody and that, please, if someone has collected your thing, tell them they're going to give it to Minister of Interior, please forget it. You go through the process. Obviously, there are people that we need to consider. And I always say, people ask me, is that protocol? I say, well, I don't know why you call it. The police will tell you, they have men and women who are helping them with their spouse, but they are not officers. This is an opportunity for us to be able to help them to come in. People are helping them with their band. And now we are recruiting. It's an opportunity to give them the first option. The police require doctors, nurses, and other professionals. If, for example, after all this process, and we needed, for example, a gynecologist, and we don't have, we'll go and pick somebody who is interested, even if the person hasn't applied, to take the person through, because we need that.
It's because, of demand and
supply. For those ones, yes. But this usual thing where people sit in the comfort of their home, they won't buy form, they won't do anything, and then they say, oh, protocol, and then we send them. It's a thing of the past. That one, and the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I have his firm support that we won't do that. And you can be rest assured. So those who are online trying to deceive people, please don't let anybody deceive you.
Well, let me bring in security analyst Emmanuel Kuting. We appreciate your time here on The Pulse. Now, we've heard of this before. This is not new, really, where people use social media to lure innocent people into scams like this. Are we really doing enough as a country to curb crimes like this moving forward?
Well, thank you for having me, and very good afternoon to your cherished listeners. Indeed, we need to commend the Minister of Interior and, by extension, the IGP. This thing has been with us for a very, very long time. But because of technology and proactiveness, I think we are beginning to come to the realization that it's better we nip this in the bud. And it shows one thing, my dear sister. You see, governance is a very simple matter. And if you look at what the Interior Minister and by extension the IGP are doing, they're simply doing the right things. And Ghanaians don't expect much. If you do the right things, you see the results flowing in naturally. That's why people are praising John Mahama in his first year. It's not because of anything, because the right things are done. For example, your ward buys a form for 250 Ghana cedis. What is that money meant for? And your ward goes for a recruitment process and dies through a stampede. So you realize that the EWA tragedy has kind of awakening the spirit of the security sector reforms. And to be honest, we put our men on the ground to find out what was happening. And the reports we got were very comforting. For the first time, we are seeing recruits being given seat to sit, given water, and in some cases, snacks. It has never happened for a very long time. As far as I'm concerned, as a security analyst, I've never witnessed it. And second, there were emergencies around, like medical doctors and ambulances. And if you listen to the Interior Minister critically, he's not doing anything extraordinary. He's just doing the right things. It's just that many government agencies went to sleep. How can someone advertise on social media or any other platform using names of very senior security personnel or politicians, and with the on-ban of technology, we are not able to trace these people? And you see that because the agencies are working right, they were able to trace and nip this guy in the bud before he even come out to cause any harm. And that is what we have been preaching for. Security is about prevention. You preempt. You don't wait for the things to happen before you are reacting to it. And that is what has happened over the period. And I think that as a country, we are indeed learning lessons from certain tragedies that have befallen us, especially the Airwak Sports Stadium tragedy. I think to some extent that has influenced the system moving forward. Where I don't agree with the minister, even though the system may be working now, is how he has centralized the system under his control. You know, the school feeding system, when we centralize it under a specific control, the fallout. Because of what happened in the past, maybe in the first year, we could be seeing these good fruits. But in the future, the system risks falling back.
Another key thing that we've heard from the minister today is tell us that indeed there will be no protocol in the recruitment process. I recall engaging someone earlier today, and I was just informing the person that the recruitment exercise has commenced, and he brushed it off, saying that, oh, they may have done the selection process already, simply because of the perception that protocol is already being done underground. How do we ensure that the process is indeed fair and transparent moving forward?
Indeed, I found his statement very interesting. To remove protocol recruitment from our system, it will take a gradual process. And it will take the way of educating the citizens to understand the dangers of taking people through protocol recruitment. As it stands now, and by the nature of our politicking, just imagine a chief call on the Interior Minister, like Otunfo, say, look, I want these people. You can say no. Or a senior pastor on an Islamic cleric, you can say no. And it's not any fault of the Interior Minister per se. It's by the making of our society. That's why I say it will take a gradual process. It will take education for us to get there. So we shouldn't be in a hurry per se to get protocol recruitment out of the system. Otherwise, politicians will always deny it. Like he's denying it and trying to paint it in another way that the police already have people who are helping them, like the ban, medical doctors and stuff like that. The system has shown that people are looking for opportunities. Let's open up the opportunities and recruit appropriately, and those who really have the interest to serve the country. And it shouldn't be an avenue for employment. Okay. Like we are seeing the system. You know, in time past, before you could get people to even join the security agencies, it was a challenge. Yeah, but because of the high level of unemployment, people are using that as a route for employment.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for your time here on The Pulse.